pastor called me and said, hey, where are you going with this your holiness thing? That in one of our cities in Nigeria, okay? And that's the city that holds the largest number of pastors. He said 8 out of 10 pastors in this city have side chicks. So I don't know where you're going with this, your holiness. If you have followed my teaching online, you would have realized that I'm an unapologetic preacher of blazing holiness. You can't. I don't only like righteousness, I hate wickedness with passion. Most of you like righteousness, but your score with wickedness has not been settled. So you can still commit an abortion. Even though you like righteousness, you can accommodate a little. Yeah. So you must have realized that. So a pastor called me and said, hey, where are you going with this your holiness thing? That in one of our cities in Nigeria, okay? And that's the city that holds the largest number of pastors. He said 8 out of 10 pastors in this city have side chicks. So I don't know where you're going with this, your holiness. Are you going into the past or into the future? That is the voice of a man that Nebuchadnezzar has changed his doctrine. One of the indicators that your doctrine has changed is that your life is no longer based on the Bible. It's based on the relativism of your sociology. So you now view yourself and say, well, I'm not among the bad people. Well, I just have 2 guys, 2 boys that I'm servicing. The real bad people, you have already accepted a doctrine from Nebuchadnezzar. That's why your value system has shifted. And the Bible is no longer your reference point. You have imbibed, you have eaten from his table. And Jesus said, I was not talking about bread. Are you guys ignorant of what happened when I prayed on bread and we fed 5,000 and how many baskets you picked up? He said, just in case you forgot that, have you also forgotten when I had 7 loaves of bread and I prayed on them and we fed 4,000? And how many baskets you picked up? The baskets you picked up was much more than what we started with. So the issue is not about bread, but the issue is about the philosophy of the Pharisees. You see, in this school, are you there? In this school that these guys are, these Jewish boys, these guys from Judah are coming to enroll. The values they had from home will not survive there. There are meticulous ways in which you will give up your convictions and accept the principles that govern the education and the educational system. Right? Brilliant ways. And you will realize that, they make it look like a thing of honor because it is from the king's table that they will feed you. Not from a booker. Not from the backyard. The quality will be the same quality that the king uses. So when you come into the place, it looks like an elevation, looks like a promotion. But men like Daniel held on to the customs that they learned from their village. They entered into this place. And you need to know that these boys, these Judah boys, they were like, this is Central Region. Can you give me the name of some of the remotest places? These Judah boys were from those kind of places. They were from villages. But there was something about them they will not give up. It's their conviction. It doesn't matter the civilization. They don't take the shape of the civilization. They shape it themselves because of their conviction. You are not with me. So because I have been so loud on the issue of holiness and personal discipline and all of that, there are ministers of the gospel that hate me with passion. Yeah. The moment you have eaten from Nebuchadnezzar's table, you won't like people like us. People that are village boys like us that still hold on to the traditions we learned from the village. You won't like. So there's a conflict. And I need to show you two sides of the pole so that, there's no time. So that you will find out where you stand. I'm not trying to preach a message to you. I'm trying to show you a map so that you can identify your longitude and latitude on that map. Your location. How you have migrated. Whether you are a product or victim of relativism, trying to compare yourself with people and then to assure yourself that your life is still reasonable. Unknown to you, you have departed from the stand of the scriptures, because you eat the king's meat, but it's not plenty. You eat small, so you think you can still keep your weight, maintain your outlook. The moment you start eating it, you have migrated. And many of you sitting here have migrated. You came from homes, very staunch Christian homes, and you were released like arrows into the world, so that the proof of what you have gathered under the tutelage of parents and the churches that you attended will be tested in Babylon.